People say today is a different world than it was 30 years ago, and for the most part, they're right. We do think about things differently. And of course, to be able to explore that, you got to be able to answer the question.
What is postmodernism?
Postmodernism?
Postmodernism? Know anything about that?
No.
I don't know. Not really.
Trick question. Isn't post usually what comes after?
That is a tough question. Well, according to Billy Corgan, postmodernism is whatever the you want it to be.
The first difficulty in defining postmodernism is that everybody gets a crack at it.
Postmodernism is what we have after modernism is over.
Modernism is really the worldview you associate with the rise of modern science.
People believed in progress.
The role of human reason.
Or the idea that reason will eventually be able to give us every answer.
Cyrus Malachi. Cappo.
Yeah.
Iron Curtain.
Show you about this high art. Yo, this is Russian roulette with a vet. You two-step when I step. Rule 7 a set. Old school like cassette. No rules, I'm a threat. Poke screws in your neck. You blow fools for the check. Apex predator. Vein severer. Frame leveler. Pain reveler. Blowing the smoke of my elixir. Boa constrictor with a picture. Film noir. Blessed like my Earth Day. Sidney Poitier with the wordplay. Use your dome for a discus. Rip through your meniscus. Head spinning like rims on big sixes. I bet this bitch flinches. Uppercuts lift you up like winches. Stomp out his abdomen till he winces. This ain't a dream, don't attempt pinches. Leave you spent like cat binges. Like a door, take your jaw off his hinges. Defend my bar like Krav Maga. Reminiscent of a Slavic scar. The whopping parchments. Derelict apartments, crack babies, devilish departments, Ackies on the day release, looking to bake a piece, looking to take a fleece. In modern times, we're dealing with an ancient beast, sociologic signs that our hatred reach. The postmodernists school these novices from the schools of Heliopolis, knowledge stolen from Egyptian sarcophagus, stampede like a herd of hippopotamus, attaching landmines to commas, placing poison darts and punctuation marks. When the pigs cuff you, the subjugation starts. Ill, tear up this joint, make your crew spill. You'll point your R&B like Drew Hill. The dirty underground, rip that true real. The type that only comes around once a blue pill. Too ill, tear up this joint, make your crew spill. You'll point your R&B like Drew Hill. The dirty underground, rip that true real. The type that only comes around once a blue pill.
Let me cough a piece of phlegm up off my chest and leave the pop shield holy like a passage from the Bible. I'm Baracus with the mohawk, training while you're kissing ours, trying to keep your songs aired. I'm Balboa lifting cards, different breed to them. All your plans transparent, paper thin, I see through them. Your day's numbered and I'm waiting in the wings for that final straw. Pressure just to unhook and unhinge your fragile religion. We don't even bleed the same. I will coin the phrase, no receipt and keep the change. Gotham City born and raised, spitting from that Wayne Manor East Wing. Black shades and evil grin like I'm Jack from Witches of Eastwick. You're seasick, I keep it live. I'm a wave riding blade runner, turning like the tide, and I rise like Poseidon. Pour forth my soul into these gaps of time and musical black holes. Cap Nicholson. Different minds, separated focus, dual intention, motivated for a single purpose. Sheets of metal welded, locked tight, poetic forces. Iron curtain drawing to a close on all opposed. Fortunes told, I put the curse on all your capers. Chessboards, castles and knights were moving different. Venom spitting, leaving flecks of bleach on all your clothing. Either the teeth of the chainsaw or the teeth of the cobra. I double back and then spray the fire. Public enemies 1 and 2 in the firing line. It's Vigo, the Carpathian and Michael Myers, mixing double shots of adrenaline with the cyanide. Midlands to the capital, cutting keys to the citadel. Germany, Brazil, watch your team capitulate. Immediate danger from either side. Crossing is a big mistake, as walking blindfolded on the interstate.
Too ill, tear up this joint, make your crew spill. You'll point your R&B like Drew Hill. The dirty underground, rip that true real. The type that only comes around once a blue pill. Too ill, tear up this joint, make your crew spill. You'll point your R&B like Drew Hill. The dirty underground, rip that true real. The type that only comes around once a blue pill. Angel of the North meets the angel of the South. Angel of the North meets the angel of the South. Angel of the North meets the angel of the South.
Undercover anarchist, silver bullet splitting through tracks and back catalogues, back to back blitzkrieg, cuff along where you're from, cold hearted guff, and my verses like batarangs and battering rams. The grand cap shattering dreams, crushing spirits, firewaters getting sprayed like it's Russian spirits, still spitting after close to 6 dozen seasons, loyal to this lone wolf shit I will achieve, all these half-eye blurry eyes starts paying off, Olympic rings tattered eye upon the chest plate, flow like a bubble thrown into the Grand Canyon, Houdini fourth musketeer, the pure skillsman, I'm supreme, the cap is so rare you never seen that, flute strings on my sick notes, wrote in C-facts, whole grain bars full of seeds plus the oatmeal, spitting sawdust and instrumentals are just roadkill. It's Gusto, Grande, Malachi, your lip matching Calagas. I increase the Fahrenheit, bring heat like the blue flame around Ken's fist. For the Jeeps down to the Toyota Avensis. Air Force and fitted cap in contrast, my look sharp, Galahad, I'm posted on the park with these words, I'm in top form, wheels spinning, earth turning, early bird in first work and first serve, clear the lanes and make way for this, I'm Skulls back in 06, focused on progression, future clearer than the coast is. Since my Nikes and spiked here, my eyeline reclined upon a behind a nice pair, my life's rare.
Angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South. This is how you pen it right, red mist, protect the Mac with a clenched fist, win factors of a tempest, great like the pyramids of Memphis, I'm in the struggle, pull a muscle then extend clips, Jack Russells and bed sits, crack hustles and sex flicks, bash knuckles and lead tips, we stack bundles and stress chicks, hood cycles, crooked idols, they look for reprisals, cush idols, bags of piffy, dang stuffed in the jiffy, the romance of the city, rich greet the poor with the cold hand of pity, bitches and hoes, the cold tan in your digi, mad in Africa then exported for pennies, getting sloppy Giuseppe's of Jezzies, make my dick rise like Aunt Bessie's, pick 'em like we pick berries, me and Genghis, bring in the heavies, Masonic like the Bill of Rights, vocab, throat stab, lyrics like a killer's knife, no pads or cold flats, lonely like a vicar's wife, piss on your old raps like Protex, Pocats with coke raps, I spit scrolls act like throwbacks, terrorize them seas and leave them on Prozac, clouded in smoke like blowbacks, me and Cappo stole raps, you could call it Kojak, rotisserie roast rap, take the whole stack, East Fifth Native, it's how we roll black. Angel of the North meets the angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South, angel of the North meets the angel of the South.
Postmodernism. Postmodernism.
Burn your rhymes like Catholicism. We react and repent, postmodernism. Squeeze the strap till it's spent, that's the modern vision. We spray them like tech nines, extend minds with geometrical sketch lines. My canvas is a barren planet with traces of enzymes. Terraform with the metaphor, I'm untouchable like a leper sore. Desert storms, how I pen for war. Every recall, I board eagles amongst the spores and eagles. I bask in the oil of easels, a true painter from a guild of poets. My pen's a sharpened blade, so don't risk heroics. The human swarm, migrant workers, violent murders, curb servers, horse soliciting as strict servers, drug users with glass pipes. Judge the accusers, not the half laugh. I made it through this harsh life. Street survival, time in the pen, the defining of men. Silicon valleys and industrial pastures, slipping on valleys, spot rushing bastards. He caught the rushing and asked questions after. He's a nihilist like Sartre, a cold capitalist saga that sucks the life out of the poor. The devil's a law, impoverished areas, malnourished children. The block's precarious, outnumbered by those who killed him. The age of Aquarius still will get you filled in. All things nefarious, wheel spins, cold killers, summoning ill gins, still wins, they pill skins like expensive furs. They make the weapon hurt, they turn your brain into lemon curd. I'm boiling hot, full stop, yours a tepid word.
Bars from my father's brain, heart from my mother's chest. If you consider yourself one of the livers, put your hands skywards and relate back to postmodern rhymers. For this rapping, I'm a flow fanatic, fiend for the track, obsessive and compulsive rhymer. I speak sun's rays, third degree burning when you expose yourself without cover to this ultraviolet. Your flow's a motorway pilots, car crash, my shit is Warhol, Matisse, pure Picasso. But some legendary to this side hustle, no initials known from a single line. Cappo, that's the name, so never wear it out. Ups and downs, dead and round trips, I've had my fair amount. I throw diamond edge vinyl like a Bond villain. I've been sung killing for the past 3,000 years. See through the 9-0s, 2 noughts and 2010s. I have stayed a corporate at the helm. I've been assassinated and survived hella times. Shadows of a new career, killing off the actions of a former self. Caught within the same human framing in the conflict. See my worst enemy in my reflection. Fallen comrades laying in my wake. Same blood, same name and age, same face and traits. Postmodernism.
The fact that it is post-modern after a particular period suggests that it's still open to interpretation and still yet to be defined in many respects. You don't know if it is an actual period or transition to another period.
Postmodernism is a kind of bastard offshoot of modernism. It's an illegitimate child that is constantly trying to kill its parents, but in one sense it still partakes of the same problem. Namely the elevation of the individual and of the subgroup to the point where it is impossible for anybody to listen to God.
Spoken through the lens how I see it. Imperial. Live from Gotham City. November Golf.
Cappo said spaz the world. I told you how our future is ancient. Nuclear discographies, 2 titans. Megaliths with golden pen and wrist. My hands are extended clips. Death is the dialogue. A burgundy sky filled with dire smoke. Land a counterpunch like Marquez. Nawapic sequence on my arch fez. My mind deepens when I spark res. Street life through a glass lens. 2 goons in the dark bends. I grew up in the harsh ends, filled with screw-ups and marked men. Supercharged phlegm, 300 horsepower in my voice box. MCs avoid me like boycotts, those are boy shots. Reign of terror like Pol Pot. Shake these drama queens like soap up. Smack you off the soapbox. The straight right swell up your lip like Botox. Poison warms your belly like old Scotch.
Spoken through the use of perseverance. I'm mixing brainwaves with ink and painting pure emotion. Canvases of them silent gaps and pregnant pauses until the seeds are fully formed and born up in your thoughts. I'm bearing weight but I believe I'm coping. I need a couple figure eights to reconfigure my hours waking. I charge flows up like a power station. I write lines that in a rhythm, short breaths or heart palpitations. The main tenets of a balanced nature can define the difference in the art of salutation or a side relation. I came from a point of no return and then return to hate and frustration back to the sender and baked it. No forward in the dress here. I'd rather sit and feed my baby girl a piece of fresh pear than listen to that mess there. My fear's fear, I'm putting in my fair share and steady moving forward, switching formulas from kick to snare. See this the sound of your world about to break up into pieces from the patterns in the speeches. I crack your belief systems in permanent hearts faster than flashes of light, quicker than fingers and thumbs clicking on victory laptop. Peak to the back, turning the heat to the tracks melting and seeping the cracks, belting them champion bars out from the top of my lungs. Lyrics from balcony views, fine to the view verses. I'm gifted with these numbers and paragraphs. Vocabulary's getting past faster than any Esther to Fabregas. So higher and further I move past them. I'm after a hard target you can't possibly fathom. I'm balls deep for the art. never pulling out, and I'm climaxing as deep as my physicals will allow. I'm powerless without the pen and the page in the production. Skip the end credits, I'm trying to save an introduction, that's cap.
Listen close. Let's treat it like a contest. I put it to you clear while you cats talking riddles. It's so rare, brethren, I wouldn't test it.
No one is in a neutral position. No one has a God's eye view of reality. We're all culturally situated. There's a multiplicity of perspectives. So there's no unified perspective on truth anymore. And claims to truth become simply impositions of power that must be deconstructed for what they really are. We are shaped, perhaps even determined, by our communities in which we live. This is the postmodern perspective.
DJ Drinks.
Music in my blood, I let it thicken up and clot together. I pick the scab up off the surface of the vinyl, cutting deep into the groove. I let it serve as a reminder that the purpose for the rhyme is for my own sake. Mental welfare, when I release bars, I recharge on beat breaks. Dark-hearted like a Marlowe, spill up more quotes than Philip Marlowe. More lines than barcodes, my location's either in the attics or the basement. Interest was never in the covers but the contents. I don't suffer fools, glad avoid human contact. Before long they take without consent. Run them like I'm Carl Lewis Epkos or Christophe Lemaitre's. Part cyborg and part matrix, no human errors. Android cops, my code name is Dabble. Ghost in the shell, North Face and Berghaus Apollo with the Nike ticks. On my feet cap and matching gloves, I'll be catching wildfires faster than I spoke the verse. Sick as flu symptoms, I spread vicious cycles, releasing motion pictures from outspoken words. So what's your life worth? Certificates and papers are the products of your life's work. The etchings of a paintbrush on a canvas of a 1210 versus dime a dozen. What is prices of the breath's in? What's the pauses and the gaps mean? Hundredths of a second verse latency. Deliver differences between standard and official language. I break through theories. No two theories of this music are exact same. I'm looking for exact change. Rap defines me, not my national insurance or my last name. I'm dug deep, hidden from a system I've been snubbed by. I can't sleep, keep my head and shoulders way above tides. Move against currents, go against grains, constant. Will to make a living with my left brain, I'm true spill. Tell it from the voice and in my neck vein, I spill true. Tell it from the verses in a fresh game, I still do.
Yo. A note to MCs, oceans of vocab we flow in the seas. Rap mariners, doper than the smoke of these fiends. Magnanimous, disseminating jewels for your dreams. Like dialysis, I'm the ghost in the machine. Mutilate like mangas, repudiate with stanzas. Amputate your hands like Abu Hamza's. You're not worthy of holding a pen. Smoke you like my Percy, call it rolling a stem. Van Persie with the ballpoint. Murder you verbally, they all point. Popping your bones out the ball joint. My elocution, execution by electrocution. Fry you in the chair, eyeballs protruding. The heat singe your hair, my rhyme tools exuding. Swagger like Fred Astaire, I'm very rare. Like a black man in Delaware. Build a network, that's why I keep the celly there. You're emasculated like a Fendi pair. Yo, step into the dragon's lair like Skyrim. Caught up in my maelstrom, your mind spin. 7 inches.
Greatest of them four corners. Lone wolf, I tread a paving made of marble granite. My Air Forces walk raucous over scarlet carpet. Cutting, splicing raw emotions, image after image. plus the fitted cap is carbon arbor. I store the bars up in the thinking cap and charge him double. Man behind the motion picture, call him Starbuck Costa. Caveman, I spray them heat rocks on Barney Rubble. Nottingham City Zone, grand. November Golf made, I'm whole grain. I rap into the snapbacks and soul stain. Turn this shit to embers in the blaze quick. I flashpoint and blaze shit. Collapsing when I've raised rafters. Every line is ape shit. Till there's nothing left of ideas. I write lines and lock them like a suffragette to these bars. I'm light years and life's times ahead. I keep the pace until the final stretches. Watching spirits getting trapped up as the vinyl presses. Rolling out of time, business is conducted on an independent basis. Plus the rep is well established as a Aston Martin Vanquish in a showroom full up of smoke fumes from second-handers. Connected like it's O2 to these lines. My flow freeze, low degrees, steer clear of cloud nines. I made peace with my past to stay braced for these waves. My best bars are life rafts.
Yo, I'm Basquiat in 86, spray painted on bricks, shit that on sight, instantaneous clips. These rappers get worse every year, cannibalized components, reverse engineered. I'm a monster among men, Richard Ramirez with a pen, Night Stalker, the white joker, street savant, bright author, sayonara. In my hands you will die in trauma, like a rat informer, unidentifiable, like a flying saucer, the maniacal. I'm Vladimir the Impaler on paper, 80 proof, no chaser, cold caser with a colder nature, ram torturing, leave your eyes watering, like a million Scoville, make them pop out like Mesut Ozil, total recall, toss you off the blocks, watch you free fall, my concepts are bomb threats, Timothy McVeigh, lyrically I'm clay, another honor kill, molded metaphors at the potter's wheel, the parters and ours and mask like a harlequin, double carcinogen. The formula for the cure is what I'm harboring.
November Golf. L-O-N, D-O-N. Diesel Gandalf. Triple dark. Sapphires in the eye sockets of my skull. Paint dripping from a brick wall canvas. See your body shapes like an hourglass bottle. I will put my paws on it like the pads of a sampler. Spitting like the barrels of a rifle, putting holes in the track, Grand Wizard Kafka. See me on my Jack Jones, plotting up a couple. I will put my thoughts on it till I'm closing up a chapter. Lord of the man, a goblet and chalice in the dark green sweater in the curved peak palace. Tell it how I know it, I will call it how I see it. Telepathic with it, I was brought up off the reel. Brought up on that 15 to 10 heavy load shit. Underground league, tell me who your head coach is. Professionals on the track with the triple dark like a glow stick, I go snap. Back to the lab like I'm Frankenstein or young Dexter. Heli hands, Carcan eyes, I'm like 9'5", cross colours cap. The leader of the new, bring the freedom of the past from the ceiling to the roof. November golf on the ground like I'm Raph, plus the flows up for grabs like a barrel full of crabs. Checks in the post, I have never ghost road, but my balance getting changed when the spirit levels raise. Never gave a penny for your thoughts, foreign exchange, trying to make $1 out of common sense. I never gave a penny for your thoughts, foreign exchange, trying to make $5 grand. I resuck the spot, MCs I be burning hot. Hit you like slow with the flow. If I move too quick, you just won't. No. I resuck the spot, MCs I be burning hot. Hit you like slow with the flow. If I move too quick, you just won't.
I'm an exploding round, corrosive to your crown. Bury MCs, no headstone, just a mound. Draw for the wishbone, Papa Shango to you prick clones. One in your mango, the pip holes. Arturo Gatti with the haymaker. Your flow ties like the catty, face breaker. Like a court case, blood on your windbreaker. North face, super dry, that's how your core stays. Super fly like George Clinton. Carcinogenic art form, call me the symptom. My ego small like lymphoma. Dicking your girl with the boner. We're living in hell, I can smell the aroma. Housed amongst the foulest odor. Street foxes, 80s flesh like exposure. I rock a fresh booty, ill like cerebral palsy. Bars are heavy like trans fats, flat and fruity. Splash off the top rope, Jimmy Snooker. Push her in the stairwell, stones on the cooker. Living under the poverty line, we honor the crime. In the city of Sodom where the opulent dine. 1%ers and gentlemen's clubs. Lucifer worship while we're peddling drugs. Felons and thugs, overrun with cockroaches like tenement rugs. Put something lead in your mugs.
Never gave a penny for your thoughts, foreign exchange, trying to make $1 out of common sense. I never gave a penny for your thoughts, foreign exchange, trying to make a $5,000. I resuck the spot, MCs I'll be burning hot. Hit you like slow with the flow. If I move too quick, you just won't. No. I resuck the spot, MCs I'll be burning hot. Hit you like slow with the flow. If I move too quick, you just won't. No.
There is no grand story. There's no meta-narrative that explains all that exists. No, truth is simply what works for you. It's what you can get others to believe. We create our own truth. We create our own meaning. That's the postmodern world.
Palace peak and devilish grin, my shit is Kubrick. You bang this on Subaru Mitsubishi tape deck. Languages, 4 aces put together face up. One picture card, royal flush, undefeated. Leaning up out this window like I'm Heath Ledger. Feeding them seeds of doubt cause you feed them bullshit. Chart hungry, soul selling, bunch of thieving vultures. My profession, progression, Darwin evolution. Street level Desi Express, charcoal Bahabi in the naan with all salad wrap. And I ain't getting caught up in the shit, allowing any uniform stranger free rights of passage on my habitat. So keep that and hold tight until your palms burn. I'm trying to make my living from the bars, trying to see my fortune a part of rap until the Porsche's under tarpaulin parked up in the custom 4-car garage. And I don't owe a single ounce of respect to any of these broken wing pigeons all flapping sideways. Grand Imperial, the writing, Michelangelo, chapel roof, flow, metallic typeface. Caps and archer, new improve, thieves of my time, catching bleep tests till you turn to stone. You crumb snatchers getting trapped up, caught up in them crowds and that small print akin to all-purpose loans. Call him Alexandra Costa Curta, iron wing defensive line, nothing getting past him. Mirror Max, major mind frame, you'll bring a blockbuster movements on these third-rate spaghetti westerns. Sam Selvin with the vision, I am vice chairman of this enterprise and joint venture, Grand Caps International. Never signed a dotted line, you're hearing Cyrus Malachi and Cap, postmodern rhymers.
There is no grand story, there's no meta-narrative that explains all that exists. No, a truth is simply what works for you, it's what you can get others to believe. We create our own truth, we create our own meaning. That's the postmodern world.
Yo, I'm in the cipher with Cappo, so now the hammer blows, swag Basco, El Padrino with the pad bro. First murderer, nails driven into your skull like furniture. It's crippling like spinal curvature. Swing the sickle like Serbia, or flick a nickel like a Bilderberger. Yo, the system wasn't built to nurture. Prisons turn a profit for the still observer. The news is myopic, fueled by bias and fervor. Sat with the pious and Berber, and no matter heard of. He spoke of how they plan to further their regime, we're headed for worse. Estate dreams, the benefit cursor. I'm the protagonist like Ulysses, among savages moving keys. Global bankers, the root disease. You best salute, no reprieve. Money growing on trees like coca leaves, then the locals leave. In the clutches of industrialists, no disputing, my lyrics are Putin. Struck with a Russian fist, grant your concussion wish. Blood gushing where it cuts and rips. Then I hack you into chunks and bits. Body bag bravado, I see you posing like Monte Carlo. Leave your skull door open like a car show. I spit it colder than Fargo. Run up on you in the dead of night like a Starpo. My pen takes flight like the wings of Ishtar. Beyond Sirius, the dog star. My fists are concrete like Ron Vlar. The doctrine's deep, the gods bar. You'll never be on par.
For the jugular. For the jugular. World War, world renowned, UK nationwide, you heard it here first. You're best to place your bets on the forerunner. I'm informed, I'm on the roll. Good health to my enemies and foes. Without them, I never would have been in attack mode. Without them, I never would have got this far. Now I'm bringing the pain, I'm bringing the pain. I go in for the kill, for the jugular. Underground king for the good of the crown. I was American dreaming the first half of my career. Now I'm on a path for the pounds. I'll be back, cash for the features. Under the radar, hasta the vista. I don't need none of the praise or advising. If you can't do what I do and do it in writing, I'm alive and I'm in no mood for moving. I'm in a minority rhyme oddity room, and the inner circles are now ever decreasing. You will never defeat him, better remind them I'm fed up a 5 tied till I dead or aside till I bring up a typhoon. I bring rain to the desert, storm in the Averex, I'm like Clue. Bold-headed in a fitted cap, yes sir. You Brenner hitting up a track, bless you. Colder than ever for the props and the trophy. Malachi in the cap, let's move. Bold-headed in a fitted cap, yes sir. You Brenner hitting up a track, bless you. Colder than ever for the props and the trophy. Malachi in the cap, let's move. I go in for the kill, for the jugular. New pad, new flow, new agenda. New cap, new coat, new avenger. New track, new hope. Good. I go in for the kill, for the jugular. New pad, new flow, new agenda. New cap, new coat, new avenger. New track, new hope. Good.
The dream catcher lost in his sleep, elite stature, I got in my peak, repeat fracture, the top of your beat, beat philanderer, locking the key, street wrangler following me, deep vernacular following sea, massacre then you swallow our feet, plug your wife till I holler for free, I make her clean like patisserie, make it seem like publicity, make her scream like liberty, paint the scene like imagery, lyrically to evoke few clowns, synchronicity, we holding it down, specifically the gold in the crown, loaded down with my robe in my gown, pick you out like a strobe in the crowd, a rober's holding the shroud, leave your face full of veins, blurring in vows, case open, leave her holding your jowls, brave shogun, delivering vows, posted with the vision of owls, blood dripping from towels, teeth glisten with scowls. We got our milk cold stolen from cows to 50 cow, blow open your bowels, PayPal putting food into mouths, chase found in the root of his house, smoking like a power man, the shooter is crown, the shooter is crown, the shooter is crown, yeah.
Recent French philosopher defined postmodernism as incredulity towards all meta-narratives.
An incredulity toward meta-narratives.
That's a mouthful, but basically what it means is a kind of skeptical attitude towards all claims of absolute truth.
Yeah. Postmodernism. Yo. The scars I leave are permanent. Run rings around the seas like the earth's firmament. The evil dead over evil ed. I spit cerebral lead, lethal projectiles, putting holes in your textiles, exposing the Gentiles. Sumerian blood, the gods of the new millennium buried in mud. Me and Diesel Gandalf for killer combo, turning rappers into John Doe. I'm so accurate with the longbow. Golden chariot flies out the console. The head honcho, make my enemies sweat like cardio. Pick you off like a Sicario. 7 pounds, I want a pound Rosario. Puffing on gelato, feel like a narco. Your bar's crappy like Gary Barlow. I test your chin like Jamel Charlo. I'm so 01 like Warblow. Got that hard flow like coke and sodium bicarbonate. You best arm your gate, I got hearts to take. You pussies can't relate, like a gynecologist trying to arbitrate. A porn star on a carnal tape. Submerge you in a lava lake, my art is hard to take. Like an armored crate, surface to air missiles, destroy your armored freight.
Proceed with caution. I want any challenger to step up. Proceed with caution. I want any challenger to step up. Proceed with caution. I want any challenger to step up. I want any challenger to step up.
For the reason greater, they became known as the underbeards of grandeur. Survived for the reason greater. These are grandeur, yeah. And you're barely scratching the surface. I'm cops for a purpose. After the fact, after the purchase. In the weeks and months that pass with this wordage, you will find these verses still be shedding light like it's a draft, causing cracks in the curtains. pence count and the pounds that look after themselves. I'm drafted as masterclass of war like I'm Vlad the Impale. Uncrackable vocabulary crafted in braille. Shrink wrapping out first class like it's a pack of anthrax in the mail. And that's accurate to a fault. I'm immaculate with these thoughts and eluctable to the culture. I'm actual living proof when I capture this living breathing. You're dealing with my controllers indestructible like it was Cold Crush. I got them AF Nike IDs on me, stuck in the box and never blocked until the summer dry months. Key to the true uniqueness, I'm keeping the virus on me. That's sick and dope, I'm coughing up the quotes and ripping open each and all the tracks I come to contact. Spitting Lungis, rain or sleet, I'm never failing, stay committed, still deliver shipments packaged up and signed for. Never losing track of why I'm rhyming, some are through, some are still the guy for. 1995, the notion prophesized by the wisest, offering the guidance. Life is what you make it. So after spending close to double decades in debate and pondering on this point, I've now decided life is what you make it. So now I'm making mountains out of molehills, crystal cut glass from half empty cups of council pop. So visualize your finish line for just a moment. Would you rather your life's work be finding Oxfam or the pine? Shot for the reason greater. Yeah, on the bees of grandeur, survived for a reason greater. They became known as the underbees of grandeur, survived for a reason greater.
What is postmodernism? It's hard to define. It embraces elements of philosophy, literary theory, architecture, art, cultural mood. I think the key component is in the prefix post. It's a reaction against modernism.